If you're looking for another safe haven, there's shelter and supplies at the police station in Cambridge. The Commonwealth's a dangerous place. Make sure you gear up before you head out.
Now that you've familiarized yourself with the Prydwen's crew, are you ready for your next assignment, sister?
What sort of assignment are we talking about?
The kind of assignment where all of the training you've done finally begins to pay off. Let's get right to it then. Shall we? Take a look over there. That's Fort Strong. And it's infested with super mutants. Having those aberrations of nature close enough to smell is making me sick to my stomach. To make matters worse, they're sitting on top of a massive stockpile of Fat Man shells we could use in our campaign. I want you to head over there, wipe out everything that moves, and secure that stockpile. Understood?
Consider it done.
Look, I realize you're eager to take the fight to the Institute, but it'll have to wait. The Brotherhood cannot allow those abominations to have a nuclear arsenal at their fingertips.
It'll be a pleasure to exterminate that mutant filth.
Now, we have a vertibird on standby, fully armed and ready to depart. Use it to carry our message to Fort Strong, and wipe those dirty mutants from the face of the earth. Dismissed.
No time to waste.
Reactor at 100% efficiency.
Delta sequence initiated. Completion time for...
So you're the new knight I heard about. Glad to have you on the team. Charging into a situation guns blazing is a good way to get yourself killed.
Knight. Feels
Feels like you can take on the world in there, doesn't it?
If you're looking for ammunition or weapon mods, Dr. Tegan might have what you need.
You haven't lived until you tip the ramen to the burger. That's it.
Don't despair, sister. We're here to save the Commonwealth.
Welcome aboard, Knight. Instruments are green, and we're cleared for release.
Having the Dreadwing moored above the
had anything worth taking?
Affirmative.
Grab anything useful.
I'm on it.
Check it out.
Got it.
See if there's anything there.
Searching through it could prove beneficial.
Stay here too long. I can see. Want to swap some gear?
Hey,
Where do you want me?
take anything good.
Roger that.
Grab that.
No problem. Unless you're seeing something that I'm not, I won't be able to reach that.
Get that.
Got it.
Anyway,
Hey, Dustin.
make sure you like, comment, subscribe. If you want,
Hey, Dustin, how you doing?
Sorry, I can't.
It's been a while.
Hey,
Awaiting your command.
pick that up.
No problem. I'd just leave that if I were you.
Take that.
Affirmative.
See if he had anything worth taking.
Roger that. This area seems to be in disarray. I wonder if this is recent.
Grab anything useful.
I'm on it.
Check it out.
Roger that.
Grab that.
Affirmative.
Get that.
No problem.
Pick that up.
I'm on it.
Take that.
Got it.
See if there's anything there.
No problem.
Got it. Take anything good.
Affirmative. This area's obviously been abandoned for quite some time.
Grab anything useful.
Got it.
There we go. Check it out.
Roger. Roger that.
See if there's anything there.
I'm on it.
Take anything good.
Affirmative.
Grab that.
No problem.
I've been waiting mostly Elden Ring. Oh, you've been watching mostly Elden Ring streams. Nice. Yeah, I'm not familiar with the game.
Get that.
I'm on it.
I guess my big one I'm waiting for now is Silent Hill. Yeah. General Brock's report, June 2075. As of today, command of Fort Strong has passed to me. I'm looking forward to helping the U.S. Army test some of its experimental weapon systems at our facility. I've already had the men preparing the island for testing operations by tearing down the old barracks and constructing a simulated town. Since we'll be fighting the enemy on an urban front, I think it's the best way to test these weapons by seeing how well they punch through civilian structures. General Brock's report, September 2075. We've been testing the new batch of T-51B power armor suits that the Army Corps of Engineers just rolled off the assembly line. I'm impressed with the amount of protection they afford our soldiers, and yet allow them a great deal of mobility. I've noticed that the soldiers are still having trouble jumping in these things. Because the suits weight, they often trip over on hard landings. I've had the maintenance boys look at it as they're suggesting adding a gyroscope and shock absorbers to the lower torso. I'll pass it up the chain and see if I can get Washington to spend the extra money it'll cost for the modifications. Wow. General Brock's report, February 2076. Things are starting to heat up overseas, so Washington is pushing us to cut our project turnaround times in half. I told them that would be dangerous, but it seems like we don't have much of a choice. I've decided to split my staff into Alpha Team and Bravo Team so we can work 2 projects at the same time. The manpower will be reduced, but I'm convinced we'll still be able to maintain our new schedule. I'm going to put Alpha Team on the power armor and Bravo on the new M42 Fat Man launchers. General Brock's report for June 2076. Alpha Team just shipped out the first batch of T-51B suits to the front in China. Reports are already coming in that the suits are performing better than expected, chewing through the Army tanks and armor like they were paper. Word has it that some of the enemy troops are even surrendering when they catch sight of the power armor troops hauling their 5mm miniguns. Looks like Alpha Team has earned themselves a weekend pass in Boston. General Brock's report, December 2076. Bravo Team is having a heck of a time getting the M42s not to shoot far enough away from its firing position. The problem is that the warhead is still too heavy to fire the distance required. Our simulated soldiers are still soaking in far too many rads and suffering blast burns. One of the technicians has suggested a radical idea of using a controversial depleting subcharge to catapult the round rapidly out of the launcher. His calculations look sound, so I'm going to let him give it a try. Finally, September 2077. After a few design setbacks and the loss of one of our testing squads, we finally perfected the M42 launching firing mechanism. Washington has been riding me to wrap up this project. But with a weapon this potent, I was inclined to take my time. I've set the launchers ahead to the supply yard in Mississippi. We're just waiting for the go-ahead to ship the warheads wherever they need to go. Hopefully we can get these nukes out of here before the month is out. I don't feel comfortable sleeping 20 feet above enough nukes to reduce this island to ash.
keep hoarding that garbage, you're going to slow us down.
Oh, move here.
Roger that. Expecting me to reach that so soon.
Pick that up.
Got it. It's impossible for me to access that.
Here.
Got it.
Paladin.
Look at this place. You must hate these mutants as much as I do.
Absolutely. Wiping them out was a pleasure.
I wish all of mankind shared your sentiment. These monstrosities are just another example of man blindly taking a step forward, only to wind up stumbling 2 steps back. I've been fighting for years, trying to put a stop to this madness. And just when I thought we were getting the upper hand, along come the synths. I've seen what these super mutants do to people. Can you imagine what the synths would do to us if they ever got the upper hand? It would be Armageddon repeated, and maybe the end of everything that we hold dear. Look, I don't mean to bore you with my rhetoric. I just want you to understand how important these missions are.
Don't apologize. It reminds me why I'm doing this.
Thank you, sister. It's good to know you're taking my advice to heart. Anyway, that's enough of that. What's important here is that you got the job done and secured these warheads. You should head back up to the Prydwen and talk to Maxon. I'm sure he'll want to debrief you as soon as possible. Dismissed.
stray radio signals keep pinging the array. Gonna try to filter it out.
Trying to minimize reactor jitter, adjusting compression rate.
Outstanding work at Fort Strong, soldier.
It was an honor fighting for the Brotherhood.
I'm glad you feel that way, because our mission here has only just begun. In order to bring the Institute to its knees, we need to use every weapon at our disposal. I try to supply my soldiers with the best. That's why I'm giving you these. Signal grenades can call a vertibird to your location when you need aerial transport. Simply throw one to the ground, and the vertibird will hone in on the unique electromagnetic smoke it emits. Once you're aboard, use the map on your Pip-Boy to interface with the pilot's navigation system, so he'll be able to take you wherever you need.
Thank you, Elder. I'll make good use of them.
I expect that you will. Now, I'm sure you're aware that Fort Strong is simply the first step towards the liberation of the Commonwealth. An even greater task lies ahead. By now, I'm sure you've deduced that our arrival in the Commonwealth wasn't coincidental. We're here because of a unique energy reading recorded by Paladin Dance's recon team. According to our scribes, the reading indicated a level of technology that only the Institute could achieve. The moment this information came to light, our mission became clear. The Institute, and everyone responsible for the creation of the synths, must be eliminated at all costs. To accomplish this goal, we need to locate the Institute's headquarters. I've had our scribes meticulously searching the Commonwealth, but they've come up empty-handed.
Where do I start?
I want you to get out there and become our eyes and ears on the ground. You seem to have a vested interest in locating the Institute before we met, so I'm confident you'll travel in the right circles. If you discover a way in, I need you to report it to me immediately. Any questions, Knight?
Any suggestions on where I should look next?
Your meeting with Dr. Amari seemed fairly telling. If the Institute has the capability to teleport its synths, then we're in for quite a fight. There must be a way to tap into the teleport signal, and your mysterious lead in the glowing sea could provide us with the answer. If you need any assistance mitigating the radiation in that godforsaken location, speak to Proctor Tegan. I'm certain he'd be willing to help.
Could those mysterious energy readings that Paladin Dance's recon team detected be related to teleportation?
The level of technology that the Institute possesses is far beyond our own, so we're not certain. However, that would explain why the readings are so random and short-lived. I'll have our scribes focus on improving our scanning techniques to learn more. Anything else you wanted to ask, Knight?
Aren't there any pre-war records about the Institute that might help us?
Our records indicate that the Institute was born from the remnants of a pre-war educational facility, the Commonwealth Institute of Technology. The ruins of the facility are at the center of the city, but we've already searched them thoroughly. The location appears to have been abandoned long ago, so it appears that the trail ends there. Anything else, Knight?
Not right now, Elder.
Very well then. Dismissed.
Hull plating integrity looks good. Room for adjustments.
Might want to have Knight Captain Cade take a look at that injury.
Attention. Due to increased raider activity, all leave requests to off-base sites have been temporarily suspended. Affected parties will have their leave compensated at the next available opportunity. That is all.
Victorium, sister.
I don't know about scribing her eye. I think she loves the things.
Carry food with you, or you'll end up eating some pretty questionable things to stay alive.
Tegan.
Well, the Brotherhood's got a lifetime supply of nuclear ordnance thanks to you. I expect you could use a resupply after a scrap like that.
Have anything unusual?
I have some special mods I've been working on. Sort of a hobby I have to pass the time. Real high-powered stuff. Slap a few of them onto your weapons, and I'm pretty sure they'll put a smile on your face.
Let's hear a bit more about that extra work you mentioned.
Hard to resist the lure of extra caps. The food stores don't replenish themselves, so I need legs on the ground to hit up farms in the area. We'll be requisitioning a portion of their harvest, and I need that food crated and ready to go for when I send out a collection team. Your mission will be to ensure full cooperation of the civilian farmers, by any means necessary.
I'm in.
Good. You'll find the farm on your map. Don't forget, you get their cooperation by any means necessary. Those farmers give you any trouble?
Unless you like getting radiation sickness, I'd stay away from ferals. If Dumb and Ugly had a child, it'd be a super mutant.
Have you collected any blood samples, Knight?
Yes. Here you go.
Is this some sort of a joke? I don't know what that is, but it certainly isn't a viable blood sample. Do you have any or not?
Will every creature yield viable blood samples?
Unfortunately, no. Nature's stubborn, and unless I get the proper specimen, I can't use it to make my compound. That's why I needed to modify your Pip-Boy. It'll let you know if the creature has viable blood in its body. Have you had any luck finding samples yet?
No, sorry.
Keep trying. There's plenty out there. I really appreciate you searching for the blood samples. As soon as I make a breakthrough, I'll let you know.
If we want to win the people's hearts and minds, we have to spread the word of Brotherhood across the Commonwealth.
My duty shift was long, but I'm glad we're making a difference. Control systems all reporting back nominal.
Internal monitoring active. Smart. Engine turbines at 87% efficiency.
Getting a bit of twitch on prop 3. Adjusting torque.
Fallon at Alpha at 93%. Compensated.
Vertibird docking systems.
Paxton might appear compassionate, but I can assure you, the Institute will face his wrath. unless you like getting shot. Never turn your back on a gunner.
If someone needs help, we help. If someone needs hurting, we hurt him. It's not hard.
You know what? Since we talked, I'm feeling swell. Look at the two of us here in Sanctuary, prepared for the future.
Maybe constantly trying to kill us, but the Commonwealth never lacks for excitement.
Let's get this show on the road.
Yeah?
back hurts, my feet hurts, everything hurts.
I need to get back to Diamond City one of these days. Biggest town I ever saw.
Nothing to report right now, Knight.
Attention! Ferrum Squad, report to debriefing. Ferrum Squad to the debriefing.
If you have a moment, there's something I'd like to discuss with you.
Of course. What's on your mind?
Thank you. This isn't a formal meeting. I simply want to clear the air. I think we may have gotten off on the wrong foot when we first met, and I feel like I owe you an apology. Expecting you to embrace the standards of the Brotherhood without having a history with us was unfair. And given that you've adjusted so well to our beliefs, I don't think I needed to push so hard.
That's very kind. Thank you.
Well, you deserve it. When I was an initiate, my sponsor was Paladin Krieg, toughest squad leader I ever served with. He was a model soldier, embodying the values every trainee was striving to achieve. Fiercely loyal, secure in his beliefs, and brave to a fault. From the moment I was assigned to his squad, I was singled out. It felt like he was pushing me harder than the rest of the team. I fought by his side for years, and we had some seriously close calls. But he never explained to me why I was treated that way.
Did you ever ask him why?
I'd considered it, but unfortunately, I never had the chance. After I was promoted to Paladin, and I'd moved on to my own squad, I received word that Krieg was killed at Adams Air Force Base. The news was like being kicked in the stomach. I mean, I'd lost some of my brothers and sisters before, but his death... well, it really got to me. It's taken me a long time to realize it. But the reason Krieg was so tough on me is the same reason I'm so tough on you. It's because I believe in you. And I don't want to see any of your potential go to waste.
I'm flattered that you have so much faith in me.
You've earned that faith by your own hand. Well, I've said what I had to say, and I hope that it meant something to you. I trust you'll keep this in confidence, of course. Some of that information was of a personal nature, and, well, I'd like to keep it that way.
Hail,
Excuse me, Paladin Danse.
Ready to continue our mission, soldier?
Ready.
Roger that.
Lance... Sir Captain Kells is one of the finest officers I've ever had the... pleasure of serving under.
Well, I'm heading out for the night. It was nice to hear from you again, Dustin. I hope you have a good evening. And, yeah, I'll be back. You have a good one.